Welcome back to Knights of Last Call. I'm your game master, Derek Melinda, joined by Bob, Nick, Tim and Matt, Azius, Escanor, Gwildor, and Burl. And of course, Lucky. Couple of housekeeping items. Two things. We've kind of discussed this before, but if you've won any of our contests, make sure you get in touch with us so we can get your prize out to you. We had a contest from episode 20, which was to leave a comment below about your favorite martial class or spellcasting class. So we're going to be doing that drawing here in just a few minutes, and we'll get a new winner out. And of course, with the season of Chapter 3 giveaways, we're going to do another giveaway.
Ooh.
But then other than that, we're going to jump right into the game tonight.
Yep.
So is there any other housekeeping items from anybody?
Ready to roll out.
Yeah,
All right.
Absolutely, ready to go.
We're good to go.
Okay. Well, in that case, Tim, do we have...
I am pulling that now.
All right. So while Gwildor pulls up our contest winner for last week, how you guys doing?
I'm good. A little busy today, but good.
Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
excited. I don't know that it will happen, but I hope that we have some combat.
I think we're definitely going to have some...
Burl is definitely itching to.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Lucky that wanted to
Yeah,
test out his new
both of
size.
us.
Yes, definitely.
I got these new
Can I
dice. I'm
still-
ready to roll.
Can I still ride him as a small character? on a
Absolutely.
large?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I didn't know if there was, like,
the
two
rule
sizes
the rules
different.
of riding are a little wonky, but yes, I mean you can. He's totally still something you
All
can
right,
ride.
I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
but that
according
will-
to our artwork, you can easily ride.
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
Okay.
And there would be nothing more like instilling of fear than watching a
I like to think of it as
fire-wielding gnome riding
right.
on a bear
In normal terms, a horse in Pathfinder is a large creature. A human or an elf, an adult is a medium creature,
Yep.
and you can think of your character as being probably about the size of like a 10 or 11-year-old, right? And obviously, young kids ride horses.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's like the equivalent between like, a 6'1" guy like myself riding a horse versus like a, 3'10" kid riding a horse.
It just looks a little funny.
It's a little weird.
But it
But
works.
to be fair, I like to think that because he's not a horse, right? Your badger, Lucky's probably more like lower to the ground than a horse would be.
Yeah.
You
it's
know?
like a Mini Cooper.
And
You
there's
got
no
a
there's
lowrider
no, There's no
horse.
Whenever
galloping.
we're ready.
He just
Oh,
kind of.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scuttles along.
All right, Tim, what do we got?
All right, this week's winner of, if I remember correctly, the Primal Power Source spell cards.
Yep, Primal Power.
is Katsura 1982.
Katsura 1982.
The comment is, can't listen when it hits because I'll be headed to work in Tuesday morning in Japan, but excited for the new season. Break a leg.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Yes,
Have fun in
Congratulations.
Japan. I'm quite jealous.
I know. I'm worried now
He was
that we
the
won't be able to.
first comment, if I'm not mistaken, on the video.
I believe so.
Might have been, yeah.
Yeah. I hope we can send it to you if you're in Japan.
Yeah.
It might be
Hopefully you're coming back.
yeah, it's like, oh, hey, you want these $25 cards? It'll only cost you $90 to ship
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, let us know about that. And
Yeah.
if not, we can go to another person.
Yeah, or
I,
we'll work with you.
I sold something heavy once, and I got hooked because the person was in Hawaii, and I was like, oh, this $900 item is going to cost me $300 to ship.
Jeez.
Yeah, it
Yikes.
was rough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're ready to get into it.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
All
Let's
right.
head north.
All right. So, last time you guys made your way to Turtleback Ferry. You kind of investigated the rumors of the town. You learned about the couple of threats that were kind of looming in the town. Obviously, the missing Order of Black Arrows, the rescue party that had gone to check on them never returned. The town under the deluge of a constant unnatural rain, as Gwildor discerned with a nat 20 that was not on the camera. And Lucretia, the sister of Xanasha, a servant of Karzug, and potentially a Lamia. You came to put an end to her, only to discover it seems that she died in a boat fire or boat sinking several weeks ago.
No, it was the Black Maga.
Right. And then the old crazy man said it was the Black Maga, the legendary sort of
That's my boy.
Loch Ness serpent creature that inhabits the waters.
Yeah, because otherwise, what a awful way to go. Oh, she just drowned in a boating accident.
But that's the way in a perfect world that this game would work. I'd be like, let me roll. Maybe she just died.
And a boar trample.
Yeah.
On the
she
water,
got,
wow.
She got King Roberted. Good.
Yeah, she got gored on a hunt,
Right. What makes role playing games fun is sometimes the not dramatic moments I think are sometimes the best moments. Like,
Well, you also got to wonder, it's like, we got random encounter tables and shit. Like, Does she ever travel? Like, what if a fucking red dragon just rolled up on her ass, you know?
That's a great point.
Absolutely.
It was a
Love
sea
that
monster
point.
that
Yeah,
wrecked her
in her
ship.
case, it was a sea monster.
Right.
Shit happens, you know?
That could have
It's
been
a
us on
cruel,
the.
harsh world out there. I'm glad she took that sea monster for us.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could have been us on our way to Turtleback Ferry.
That's
Who
correct.
knows?
That's absolutely correct.
I really do like that Tim's wearing the turtle shirt.
That's true.
Right. I don't know if they would respect that there. Yeah, no, they killed the turtles to
that was the whole. Yeah, the
I'm saying
berries
they-
are made out of the turtles.
that's what I'm saying. They're more of a shredder vibe.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, he's showing resistance.
Yeah,
That's right, you know.
true.
Always remember.
Always remember. So
Turtles that died to put us where we are.
but the last thing that happened was that Gwildor discovered through his divinations that one of the townsfolk, a surly gentleman who apparently was a regular at the aforementioned paradise, the barge, the pleasure cruise barge that
Or
sank.
involved in burning it down because he seems super sus.
That's right. But you found that he secretly was hiding a tattoo, a brand of the Sahedron ruin, the seven-pointed star on the back of his neck. And that was also pretty suspicious. And of course, remember that they learned from the events of the Skinsaw murders that the Sahedron rune ritual, the brand needs to be carved into the flesh. And then when that person dies, the greed in their soul will go to Karzug, presumably to empower him, perhaps even hastening his return, dare I say, his rise. So, you guys got yourselves situated in town, and now the issue is, what do you guys want to do next? So, it's the next morning. You guys have gotten a good meal. You guys have gotten a good night's sleep.
Well, we got a good meal. He had something kind of bland.
That's
Oh, yeah.
true.
Yeah, the
My
spices.
meal was adequate.
And that brings you guys to another morning, another rain-drenched morning here in Turtleback Ferry. Dark skies, a cloud overhead, and of course the rain comes down in driving sheets. By early morning, it is dwindled to but a small sprinkle, but the heat of your morning meals does little to shake the chill, for it is the middle of winter season, so it's not like it's a snowy climate here, but it's still probably like 40, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And, with the chilling driving rain, it does not look like it's going to be a pleasurable hike.
Yikes.
All right. What do you guys do?
Do we want to go talk to the mayor first before we leave?
Yeah, I don't think we've actually talked to him yet.
No,
Nope,
I
you
know
just spied on him
Yep.
via
Yes.
divination.
He seemed legit. Let's go talk to him and see what's up.
Yeah, and then we can head
Yeah.
north to the
Because
fort.
yeah,
after
as
that.
interesting as the 7-point Sahedron tattoo guy is, I feel like figuring out what the hell's going on up north is a little more concerning in general.
I agree.
Agreed.
I agree.
I put on my bearskin jacket, but it's a little oversized, so it looks kind of silly.
Why don't you just like huddle up to Lucky,
But no,
lay in his fur?
I am.
I was gonna say
I'm wearing a jacket.
Double waterproof.
All right. So, as you recall, the mayor's home is sort of the town's church of Erastil. The mayor is also the sort of priest of Erastil. Erastil is the god of civilization and order and towns and cities. And Tim had used his divinations on it before. Hearing about your arrival the previous day, the mayor is very eager to meet you. And as you guys kind of arrive, he quickly has one of his associates or assistants kind of quote unquote bring you back into the main temple. Inside, you see, much like you saw the other day, a simple, easy, unadorned shrine with numerous pews and a simple altar dedicated to Erastil.
how many pillars would you say are in this chapel?
13.
Oh,
that's a weird number.
Sounds like someone got a bonus point.
Well, it's the the baker's
These-
dozen of pillars.
These inside jokes.
All right.
Are we gonna have to do a pillar count now, like what we did the
Oh,
fireplace
the
count?
Fireplace? Only because you said there were so many, and I was like, "We're on track now."
Yeah, well, then the house collapsed in on itself.
Yeah, that was scary.
All right. And as you enter in, a man, again, probably in his mid 40s or early 50s, stands up from where he has been praying at the altar as he sort of hears you kind of coming in with the assistant introducing himself. Knights, this is our mayor and our pastor, Malin Shreed. The man quickly comes forward and offers up his hand in a warm embrace. Hello, my name is Malin. I am glad that you have come. I sent word to Magnamar almost a month ago, and I was worried that no one would come. We sent our own group up a few weeks ago, but nothing. I don't know what to do. I didn't want to risk any more lives. I figured I would just wait for help from Magnamar.
Well, we're here now.
Indeed. In Gwildor, you probably look the most official,
Yeah.
so he kind of turns his attention toward you. I didn't get your name.
Gwildor Stormcaller.
Gwildor, Stormcaller. Well, you are welcome here, Gwildor, along with the rest of you. I hope you have found rooms and
Yes.
board.
Yes, indeed.
Good. So, what can I do for you? Are you here to journey to Fort Rannick then?
Yes, we just wanted to know if there was any, extra information we should know about before taking that journey.
To be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot. I've lived in this town for over 20 years. I could tell you that the road north to Rannick takes you along the Skull River. That's the river that flows from here at the north of Clay Bottom Lake all the way up to the Skulls Crossing. That's the old Thessalonian Dam, right at the edge of the Storval Deep. It's a fast-moving river. About a couple miles north, it crosses. There's a bridge that crosses over from the east bank to the west bank of the river, and from there, it's a kind of a rough, broken trail all the way up to the very edge of the Hook Mountain, and that's where Fort Rannick is. Pretty much impossible to miss. Overall, I'd say it's a journey of about 20 miles. Doable in one day, for a long day of marching.
Right.
In
Skull
reasonable way.
River, you say?
Yes.
Any sightings of any unusually sized apes? Very large apes?
No.
No?
It's named for the ancient dam.
That might have been Skull Island. My bad.
It's named for the
I was
ancient.
wondering where you were going with that.
It's named for the ancient dam, which is carved with numerous stone faces, each one several stories tall, in the likeness of skulls.
It's like
It sounds welcoming.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
very.
I was thinking of
That's
the
exactly
wall
what I was
in
thinking.
DC Comics. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit that, Bob.
There's
So many. You saw the one
I know.
cringy joke. Bob was like, "Ha ha! It's like that. It's like that other thing." And
it's called
that's
the
it.
source wall in DC Comics.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
It's the source wall, but no one else does, and
Oh.
and you gave up on the joke.
I know. It was like it's
You're so
it's
excited.
failing,
Yeah.
failing fast.
So yes, it's a journey of about 20 miles, but the trail usually is fairly well maintained, even though it hasn't been made. But I will say it takes you awfully close, right along the edges of the Kreegwood. That's the small forest just north of the Hook Mountain. Kreegwood, named after the Kreeg clan ogres that live in the Hook. Now, there's a bunch of vile things living in that wood, but I'm sure you may have heard of the Grauls. They're a group of half ogre kin. A family that lives out there, no more than a few miles from Turtleback Ferry, but no one's really quite sure where their homestead is. They're a twisted, diseased clan. Apparently, they used to come in here, but maybe about 20, 30 years ago, but they were cannibals, vile, unsavory folk, and the town cast them out, so now they live in the woods, ostensibly on their own.
How many people usually are at the fort? How many
Well,
people are usually stationed
I
there?
believe the last count, there was almost 4 dozen orders of the Black Arrow.
And we have not heard any word from them lately.
Not for a month.
Okay.
How big was the search party that you guys sent out there to?
We sent 5 men north. None returned.
What was the average level of the guards up there?
Can't say.
To be
Were they your
determined.
most experienced guards?
Oh, we don't have guards at all.
Oh, okay. So
So yes, they were the most
Yes,
experienced
they
guards.
were, yeah.
Yeah, these were just volunteers, local hunters and trappers and keepers.
Hey,
Oh.
keepers.
Yes, of course the keepers.
The
Well,
keepers.
Mayor,
Never
your
forget.
men are already dead.
So gloomy.
Wow.
It's a Matrix
That
quote.
was from the Matrix.
So, what do you intend to do?
I think we should go investigate.
Yeah, I mean, worst
I
case, we'll
agree.
check out the fort, see what's up, see if we can find the remnants of hopefully all 48 crew members, and best case,
Yeah.
those 5 extra men. And
Let's get provisions to travel north, potentially camp outside in the shitty weather.
yeah, and with a
Oh,
bit of luck,
sounds-
I'm sure we'll have no obstacles. We'll fight no giants, and things will be great.
Absolutely.
No ogres, nothing.
A nice stroll in the
There's
park.
nothing dangerous in the wilderness.
Right.
Easy.
All right, great. So there is a general store, so anything that you guys need from the basic provisioning can be acquired if you don't already have it.
I was going to check real quick at the general store if they have any beer.
Oh, well,
Oh.
you know what? They do have a unique selection, but the best place to get the beer is, of course, Bottoms Up Tavern. But the Keskers brought in a new shipment. What do we got?
It's the Einstock Olgerd. It's an Icelandic Arctic Pale Ale, which I don't know if the Arctic plays into it, but they say it's they brew it 60 miles south of the Arctic Circle. So
That's cool.
Oh, wow.
it's
pretty
nothing
neat.
else. It's cool.
All right.
Yeah, it's got its coordinates like right there next to the Viking.
So it's,
Yeah,
a,
yeah,
Oh,
it
does
looks
it?
cool.
Yeah.
so it's an
Nice.
Arctic Pale, a Scandinavian Arctic Pale Ale. All right.
And it's
Well,
got a big old Viking with a
Yeah, it's super
non-historically
sweet
accurate
looking.
helmet.
all right. Well, I'm still on keto, so I will skip on you this one.
Smells good. You
Hope-
can smell. You can really smell the Arctic.
Does not taste like coffee or chocolate. No, it's pretty good.
I like it.
Damn it.
I mean, it's an India Pale Ale. I don't know why it's called Arctic other than the location, but that's okay.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, none of the hops were grown there, right? Like,
Yeah, can
they had
we-
to have been grown somewhere else and shipped in?
right?
There's a whole new meaning
like,
to cold brew.
Can we be honest here? Like 80% of like micro brewing is just branding.
Yeah.
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 This I don't even know if it's technically from Iceland. I mean, they
Right.
said it. But
They have coordinates on there. It's got to be true.
they could be liars.
You know,
It's-
I feel like
yeah.
I feel like there's more unique things about the cans of these things than
What's
there
the
is
most
about
The
important
the
beer
part?
itself, yeah.
right. Because I mean, ethanol is ethanol.
Yeah, I'm interested in the story they're trying to tell. From Surfram Lidur Ariai.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
let the people know about the beer of the week. What do we got here? What do
I
we,
think it's delicious.
It's good.
It's actually very tasty. I mean,
is it
way
hoppy?
better than
Is
an
it
Indian pale ale. The Arctic pale ale is the way to go.
so? Is it more hoppy?
APA?
less-
Is that what it is? An APA?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the reduced lines of longitude really make it.
Right.
It's not
Because
hoppy. It's not hoppy,
everyone
no.
knows that when you brew beer closer to the Arctic Circle, it
Well,
changes the flavor profile.
Less gravity,
That's
so
right.
it affects it. But no, it's a
It's a
triple.
lot
Because
smoother.
the water
It's-
spins the other way down
Yeah,
there,
exactly.
you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It says
it's
triple hop.
triple hop.
It doesn't taste hoppy. This is very smooth.
It's because
Very
the
nice.
Arctic dulls the senses of the hops.
I guess.
Mm.
Being so close to the, the
All right,
magnetic
so-
pole.
So while we're on the beer of the week conversation here, I did promise during the intro that we would do another contest. So for this episode, we are going to give away. What do we got? We got some good stuff. All right, we're going to give away.
Nick's hat.
We're going to give away. We're going to give away a big prize.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We're going to give away the Bestiary
3?
3.
3.
Oh.
So this is
Yeah, that's
the
a big
brand
boy.
new. This is the brand new Bestiary. Bestiary.
Best, Jerry.
I think it's pronounced Bestiary,
It
but I've
is.
always pronounced it Bestiary.
It will be
Yeah.
bestiary forever in my
Yeah.
heart.
Did
Yeah.
they just released it?
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
came out like a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is brand new. We picked up an extra copy for you guys
Yep.
and gals. So go ahead and like and subscribe as always. Most of you already are, so good on you. But if you're new here, like, subscribe, and that will make sure that you are qualified to win the contest. And this week,
Tell your friends too.
oh yeah, let everybody know. Well, no, don't tell your friends because then you'll have
yeah.
lower chance of
That's
winning.
I guess that's right.
I mean,
Tell your friends about us after you've already won your bestiary 3.
there
There
you
you
go.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. I
Let
like
them
Tell 'em-
get the things you don't want as much.
Tell them where you won it and
Yeah.
have them come for the next.
And how easy it was to just support us and win a thing.
Absolutely.
That's correct. And again, we're doing all of this just for fun. I think eventually we're gonna get a Patreon or something set up, but we just we had some extra cash to put together a prize pool, and we're just having fun with it. And it's been fun getting some community involvement, and we're really looking forward to to building up a community here of Pathfinder 2 people. So we really appreciate you guys. So to win this week, you need to leave a comment below. And the comment this week is very, very, very simple in honor of Knights of the Last Call, which is, do you have a favorite drink? And if you don't drink, put a soft drink. I don't care. But what's your favorite drink? Is it a nice cranberry vodka? Is it a stout, brew? Is it just diet?
Bourbon on the rocks.
Or is it bourbon on the rocks, or is it Diet Pepsi? So just let us know what your favorite what your favorite go-to drink is while you're kicking back and enjoying some fun games with your friends, which is what we're doing here at Night's Last Call. So there's no excuse for you not to enter. It requires literal no effort. Just enter, subscribe, like, leave a comment, win a Bestiary 3.
That
easy
sounds
peasy.
amazing.
Absolutely.
I mean, Bob, you do.
I would have subscribed to this
yeah.
to get the beast.
Yeah, Bob, you do every internet contest alive. We don't ask that much. We don't.
I know. I
And
follow
I
his
don't
Twitter
win. I
stream.
feel like I could win all these ones.
Yeah, right. They're like,
Yeah,
this is
right.
the easiest thing
We
ever.
only have 12 competitors today.
Yeah. They are going to get harder though. We're going to do some special giveaways in the future here. I'm looking forward to putting together a GM starter kit.
Ooh.
I want to do
That's kind of baller.
I want to do a core rule book, a game master guide, Bestiary 1, and a GM screen.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
pretty
yeah.
hot.
Just one and maybe like I don't know, maybe a set of dice or
Yeah, a
something
couple
like
of
that.
yeah.
You know, just like everything. This is like literally the entire game in one box, like $150,
Yep.
cash value.
Yeah,
But I think that'd be really cool. So you know,
Absolutely.
if we get to like 1,000 subs,
that's pretty sweet.
we
That
will
could-
definitely
do-
we will do a mega giveaway because that
I would be.
I think that's a great celebration.
Yeah.
Hit that 1,000 peak. Great giveaway.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Give it
I
back
mean,
to everyone who supported us to get there.
absolutely. And because to be clear, by the way, when we get to 1,000 subs, like sure, we'll make like a nickel or something a video, but the main thing is there's a lot of things on YouTube that you cannot access until you have 1,000 subs. Like we can't do YouTube surveys, we can't do YouTube shorts, we can't access the community tab, so we can't do community activity, we can't interact with our subscribers.
And we want to.
Yeah, and we want to.
Absolutely.
And so until we get to 1,000 subs, we're really limited on what the channel allows us to do. So, one of the reasons we want to get to 1,000 subs, we just think it'll make it more fun and easier for us to interact with everybody. So we're really looking forward to that.
Help us. Help you.
Yeah, right. So, okay. So everybody grabs a beer, bottoms up, and then you guys prepare to head out.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right, great. And so you guys do.
Derek, how difficult is it for you to look up endure elements?
Very
Fine.
difficult.
Okay.
Don't you have it-
My
don't-
book is behind me, just not on the table because I was trying to keep the table clear.
This is the
do we need
adventure.
do we need a tent or a bedroll gonna suffice?
Well, I mean, you asked me if you're going to end up spending the night sleeping in the
How
rain
much does a
and the
tent
mud.
cost me?
I don't know. Well, you see, the thing about the tent is it's very expensive now.
What?
300 gold.
Well, I told you these people are.
I feel like you have an access right now because there's no
hunters.
hunters.
Financial time.
Summer blowout.
Big summer blowout.
All right, here we go. A tent, a pup tent, is 8 silver pieces.
And that's enough for one person?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, 8 silver it is. Because I am not sleeping in the rain.
All right.
That's why I carry a big shield. Nice big ass.
I
And
thought like
it's,
if you just walked,
good
I could just
idea.
walk under you like an umbrella.
Yeah, it's
I
probably,
could probably house almost everybody. You guys, except for Lucky. I mean, you guys are all pretty small, so just come on under, guys. It'll be great.
we sleep underground.
Just dig a hole.
all right.
He could dig
He
too.
burrows.
Yeah.
He
Endure elements only protects you from cold and heat.
Not
Right.
So if I was getting rained on, it would still suck ass.
but
Mm.
but
we
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be
cold. Yeah.
So there is that.
We wouldn't be hot, so it can't evaporate. Whoa. You drown.
Nope. Don't start trying to apply physics to the
right.
game. It will it will never work the way that you want it to work.
No, it always works the way I want it to work.
All right. So, you guys begin traveling north.
Yes.
Again, it is a rainy and desolate day, and as noted by the mayor, there is indeed a narrow trail which winds its way north out of Turtleback Ferry. And even in the dark sheets of driving rain, here on the eaves of the 2 woods on either side of you, the Ashwood on the eastern bank of the Skull River, and then the Kreegwood on the western bank of the Skull River. The Ashwood is a, very, very, very quiet, still forest made mostly of pines and conifers, and you spend the first half of your day walking along the eastern bank of the Skull River. By midday, however, you come to the point where the trail turns to the left and crosses over the Skull River, and you're happy that it does. For the Skull River was already moving pretty quick, because remember, this thing is just downhill from a massive
It's rising,
dam.
too.
So it's rising up into the mountains. So this is a fast-moving mountain stream filled with cold winter rains, and it's been flooding.
Yeah, that's
So the river would be almost impossible to ford. I mean, people with really, really high athletics might be able to, adventurers might be able to swim it, but anybody else would pretty much be washed away. And it's a pretty rocky stream. So there is a small, well-built, which is unusual for D&D games and Pathfinder games, is a well-built bridge. But the water splashing up is like coming kind of over the top of the timbers of the bridge, but it crosses over the river to the western bank, and then you can see that the trail then continues to curve north on its way to Fort Rannick.
All right.
Anybody hear any trolls underneath the bridge?
If they would, they'd be drowning.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Are there any aquatic trolls beneath the bridge?
none that you see.
Well, I think we should get across this rather hastily,
All
my
right.
friends.
All right.
Hastily but sure-footed.
All right. So as you begin to cross the bridge, Lucky
Uh-oh.
starts sniffing the air strangely, pawing at your leg a little bit, Burl, which is to say, like your body.
Knocking you off the bridge.
Yeah.
Bigger than you.
Get
off
by
of me.
by several categories. And at the same time, Asius, you hear a yowl of pain in the woods nearby. So
In front of me?
yeah, so remember, so you turned left to cross the bridge, and so now you're facing
After the bridge.
the Kreegwood. So it's in the Kreegwood. You hear like a yowl, kind of a yell or yelp of a pain that sounds kind of like a cat.
Do one of these like. Okay,
Yeah.
what do you make of that?
Now you just hear it, because it's raining, and everybody else doesn't really quite hear it. But you kind of quiet everybody down, and you can definitely tell that Lucky smells something.
Whoa.
Be on your guard. Something lies ahead. You proceed with caution.
Well, at this point, you're on the trail.
We're over the bridge now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no, this is coming from probably.
I just know we were on the bridge when I halted.
Oh sure.
How far away is it?
It's hard to say. Probably maybe 50, 60 yards into the woods. You can't see anything. Now, whereas the ashwood was made of all tall conifers, the Kreegwood is made of low growth, lots of branching deciduous trees. It's a pretty tangled kind of wood, but you can definitely hear something kind of yelling and kind of screaming in pain.
Can I
All
look
right,
for
well-
some tracks or anything, some kind of animal prints around this area?
Yeah, go for it. You have survival, right?
I have an idea too.
You have an idea?
I have an idea. I can use my Beastmaster
Ooh,
Trance.
nice roll.
31.
All right, 31.
And I have survey wildlife.
Okay, what does survey wildlife do?
If I remember correctly, you can spend 10 minutes and make a check and then learn general animal traffic of the area.
There it is.
It's not like it's your feet.
You can study details in the wilderness to determine the presence of nearby creatures. You can spend 10 minutes assessing the area. If you find out what a creature is nearby,
Bob,
based on
lose a
this-
hero point. Give it to Tim.
The best thing is on a
refuse.
success, you can attempt to recall knowledge check with a -2 penalty to learn more about the creature just from these signs like nests, marks on vegetations.
Okay, great.
If you're a master in survival, you don't. I'm not.
Okay, but you are trained,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes.
All right, well, great, Bob. That's a really great roll. Not a critical though, but
Ooh.
So close.
no, I think the critical roll would have been 34.
Ooh,
So a nat 20.
I would say he would need
Yeah.
he would needed one more, which would have been a nat 12.
Right, and that's great, by the way. Just kind of a good example. So, Bob, you're just trained,
Mhm.
right? And so for your level 8, in order to be able to get a crit on a skill, you pretty much have to be probably a master. Because remember, at level 7, that's when you guys can start going into master of
Right.
skills. Is anybody masters in any skills?
Athletics.
I am a master of Arcana.
Okay. So as an example, right, you would have 4 more points in Arcana than somebody else would.
Yeah, that's huge. No, none from me.
Intimidation.
Oh, nice.
Can I use my third level spell, Beastmaster Trance, so I can warg into Lucky? Now I can't communicate with him after we separate, but I can see through his eyes, and I use my perception, but I can perceive him. But I can say hey, go investigate that sound, that weird cat shit. But be sort of cautious, and then he'll be like, and then he goes for it.
Yeah.
and I can see in his eyes.
Absolutely.
Badgers
But I can't-
indigenous to this area. Large badgers.
Well, so let me resolve Bob's thing.
Oh, sorry,
first.
I thought we did already.
Yeah. So Bob, as Asius begins to look around at the ground now, the rain makes
Hold
it.
on my trekker goggles.
The rain
So we
makes
have
it.
those.
The rain makes it pretty difficult because it's been washing away most of all the prints. But that's what makes That's how you can tell that these prints are pretty fresh. You see large, padded foot pads
Oh boy.
of an animal that you're actually somewhat familiar with because they were in the Sandpoint region. You've actually fought one before.
Uh-oh.
These are the footprints of a fire pelt cougar. That was what the goblin druid, had as a pet
Oh, in the wooded area.
in the wooded area
Mhm.
outside of Sandpoint.
with that moon hole.
It's stuck in a giant trap.
But
That's what it is.
a couple of
Ogre
things you
trap.
notice. One is fire pelt cougars normally aren't this big. So by the size of these paw prints and these tracks, you can tell that this fire pelt cougar is either a very large version or he's, maybe some sort of animal companion.
Right, like a druid pet.
Yeah.
Or we've all shrunk and we didn't realize it.
Tim, you're shaking us to death over here.
Am I? Everyone else is feeling that? Okay,
Yes.
my bad.
I think it's through the floor.
Must
Yeah.
be.
Okay, so yeah, this is, I'm guessing, a giant fire pelt cougar.
And you
Yeah.
think that's what's doing the wincing or the crying?
Sounds like it.
I want to know what magic that was.
I don't know. It
My-
turned taste into sound, though, and that's pretty impressive. Some fucking barbarian alchemist doing some weird shit.
What was in that beer of the week there?
Obviously they sound like cries of help,
Mm-hmm.
though I don't know if we should investigate.
Right,
it.
because why is it crying? Because it's hurt.
I
from
kind of
something
don't
bigger?
care about the wildlife of this area. We should probably just keep going to check on the human beings that have vanished.
Yeah,
But it could be a human ranger trap that was set up.
Well, that's the part that interests you is, again, from the size of the fire pelt cougar, it is probably some sort of animal companion.
So it could be like a ranger. I mean, yeah, it could be an ogre or a giant of some
Do you-
sort.
Do you want to send Lucky
Yeah, I
to
mean,
go investigate
yeah,
then
he
and give
can-
us
yeah.
a scout?
He can sneak around.
All right.
All right.
So,
yeah,
Burl,
Beastmaster
you
Trance.
call upon your Beastmaster abilities. Now, remind us, this is from your archetype.
Yep.
This isn't a sorcerer thing.
Correct. It's an archetype for Beastmaster, and it's a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
It lasts a minute, and it ranges a mile. But again, there's no communication like
You're,
Bran.
you can just see through his
Yeah,
eyes.
I have to tell him the plan beforehand.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he has to make his own decisions.
All right, so your mind's eye passes into Lucky, and the badger lumbers off through the woods, crashing through the underbrush, and then sort of disappearing into the woods.
Yeah.
Um,
And then so it's just my
yeah.
perception
So
check
he
for
he
whatever
he
it
goes for a few moments. He stops. He paws at there's kind of like a dead animal. He kind of like paws at it a little bit, and then gets back on top subject. And then he kind of goes a little bit deeper into the woods, and there you can see a small clearing, and you can see a large fire pelt cougar, which definitely has sort of the signs of being magically enhanced. It's got the same kind
It's
of
a
like
permanent enlarged person.
yeah, it's got the same kind of magical imbuement that like Lucky would have, and its foot is stuck in an incredibly cruel-looking bear trap.
Ah.
And
be careful.
the creature kind of almost seems to sense Lucky's approach and sort of stops whimpering for a moment and kind of like it kind of like motions towards its paw.
So back at the clearing, behind the clearing where we are, I'll say, report back what I see, and I think it seems like it's a friendly that is, much like Lucky is to me, a companion that seems just trapped in what looks like an ogre. I'm going to say if it's cruelly or crudely.
Both.
So yeah, it's certainly not a human ranger. They didn't build this, so it could be somebody who's trying to hunt for some bigger game. We could probably free it and see,
But then the fact remains, who does the enlarged cat belong to? If it has been magically enlarged, I don't think it did that to itself.
Obviously.
And it certainly wasn't an ogre or a giant that did it.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't you know if your animal companion were missing?
Maybe I'm also held captive somewhere else and I can't get to it.
Oh, that's a good
Maybe.
point.
So while you're warged into, while you're tranced into Lucky, you then hear through Lucky's senses the sound of hounds baying and kind of calling, crushing through the underbrush, rushing in towards the location of the cat. And you can hear that like tracking hounds, and you can kind of hear them kind of starting to crash through the underbrush.
Burl, having of course, an affinity for his pet Lucky, understands that if someone else has a pet much like Lucky that's trapped and perhaps being advanced upon by wolves and who knows what, I feel like we have to help them.
I don't know. Part of me's like, it sounds like they're gonna find him.
All right,
Find us.
Well, Burl starts going in.
All right.
I'll follow suit.
All right. Burl says, I'm helping the cat. All right, Gwildor?
Well, I'll go with my party. I think it's a foolish waste of time. This is nature, and wolves eat other animals in fucking nature. But sure, why not? Let's go check it out.
All right. Well, like I said, it's only about 50 or 60 yards off of the path as you guys kind of start making your way through the underbrush. You're still maybe a little bit away from the clearing, but you can start to hear it in the kind of like the, and you can hear the kind of baying getting closer. And then I'm assuming that spell probably ends, right? It only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does take a focus point, though. So you don't have that.
It's not actually a third level. So better.
Correct?
Yeah.
Right. So just remember that because I think you have, 2 focus points?
2.
So you're down 1
Yep.
until you can recover it, which you can't, in the middle of an encounter. And as by the time you guys kind of start getting to the clearing, you can see 4 large, aggressive hounds. Not wolves, but dogs.
Oh.
And they're kind of keeping their distance. Because remember, this cat is a large cat, as in Lucky large, 2 squares by 2 squares. But there's 4 dogs, and they're kind of circling it and trying to bite at its ankles and nipping and yipping at it and kind of "Arr, arr," howling and sort of swarming around the cat. And then you kind of hear this crashing sound coming through the underbrush. And as you guys kind of are coming up to the clearing, you can see that there is some sort of, from the sound of it, there's some sort of bipedal creature coming through the woods towards the clearing. What do you do?
How big does it sound?
Big.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Does it sound large?
It's hard to say. Make a perception check.
Oh,
No
nice.
way.
23.
You would
33,
say it's on the large size of medium. So it's
Uh-oh.
yeah,
It's a medium large or a large medium?
Yeah, it's a medium-sized creature, but I mean,
Is it humanoid?
Yeah,
Well, we know it is humanoid.
yeah, you
with
could
2 feet.
the way that when you hear someone crunching through the woods, crunching through the underbrush, that makes that kind of distinctive
And-
sound.
We do know that these half ogre men they're half and half.
Hell
Right?
yeah, imagine the juggernaut
Yeah.
running through a forest after your ass.
Right.
Sounds awful.
I think
All right,
that's what this
so
is.
so there's some sort of bipedal creature coming through the woods towards the clearing. The dogs are already in there, sort of circling around. Lucky's kind of crouched near the edge of the clearing. You guys are making your way up. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna go hide in the woods, just offset of where the.
Okay.
I think the guy's coming from.
Yeah, I want to see more of what's going to be revealed here.
Okay, Gwildor, Escanor.
I'm just going to get down on one knee and take a steady aim with my bow.
Okay,
Just be ready for whatever comes out. See
Gotcha.
what happens.
I'll draw my sword and have my shield ready, but I'll stand right next to these spellcasters just in case something happens.
Okay. A few rounds later, the underbrush passes, gets thin enough, and you guys see a maybe 7.5 foot tall creature come crushing through the woods. True to his form, he's humanoid, but only barely. He is wide, barrel-chested, with a strange tumor and disease-filled head with numerous warts and strange boils scattered all over his face. His one arm is normal, thick, and sinewy, but instead of ending in a hand, it ends in just a big finger.
This is really Hills of
fuck?
Eyes. This is
Yeah,
Hills of Eyes. This is
exactly.
mutated
Okay,
hillbillies.
Just really, really tall
Yeah,
ones.
But in his other hand, which is also just as equally muscled, he grips a thick hunting spear, which you can see that he has several more strapped across his back. He wears primitive armor made of the various pelts and hides of various woodland creatures, and he has big, fat, thick, booted feet that kind of crush through. He is no human, he is no ogre. This is definitely some sort of ogre-kin. Now, he is going to come into the clearing, and I am going to make his perception check. Well, yeah, you guys are hiding. So why don't you guys make stealth checks? Remember, roll them in the thing. The DC is 26.
All right. Gwildor passed.
Oh. Nat 20 over for Nick.
All right.
What was the DC?
26.
24.
I got a 19. So
All right.
fail by.
I got a 22 with a nat 20.
So that's great. So this is an example of how Pathfinder
Amazing.
worked. This is a great example
Just
of how.
saying.
this
I
is
was
a-
very distracted. I was very empathically
Yeah.
feeling for this guy, so
I
I couldn't
agree.
contain it as much.
Yeah.
I agree. So this is a great example, Escanor, of a 22 fails, but because you rolled a 20, a natural 20 increases the condition by 1.
So it's from a
Failure
to a success.
So you didn't actually critically succeed.
No.
You just regularly
He did the
succeeded.
best he could.
Yeah.
Literally. Yes. He did literally the best he could.
Well,
Absolutely.
and I
Just
could-
enough to
yes.
succeed.
Yes, exactly. So, Azius, the mall is too big. And as you guys are coming in,
Just see it sticking above the brush.
yeah, and Burl is still a little bit too distracted to have gained good cover. And suddenly, the gigantic ogrekin kind of stops in the edge of the clearing, and he goes, "Hey, who's going on there? Hey, this is my kitty cat. I want you to leave alone." Yes.
Sure don't look like your kitty cat.
Hey, what are you doing here, you disgusting dwarf?
You talk to me one more time like that, giant, and you'll be eating the end of this mall.
I doubt it. I be Ruckus Graul, and these be my woods. Unless you want to come back with me for supper.
No, I will come back. You'll be my supper.
Why would you go back to his house to eat him?
No, I'm gonna take him and make him my supper.
Yeah, he made the hors d'oeuvres already.
Oh, I see. So it's like a potluck.
Yeah. it's a potluck. All right, we accept.
We will all come back with you for dinner.
Instead of a combat, it's a cook-off.
Food wars.
Hey, I don't want any trouble, dwarf. Get out of here. This kitty cat's mine.
Does the kitty cat look like it's happy to see him?
No, the kitty
Oh, then
cat.
fuck that.
So say, let the cat go.
Like when you cut to kitty cat, it's like a Puss in Boots from Shrek with the big eyes. It's like, please help.
All right, I'm ready to fight him then.
Yeah, I'll say let the cat go if you want to leave with your head.
You think you can stand against me and my hounds?
Yes.
It's like we have a Hulk.
True
It's like
story,
we have
bro.
a badger. We have a
We have a
badger.
The gigantic ogre kind of flips his spear around. Well then, I guess there's going to be more in the pot for supper then than just kitty cat.
I knew it was a lie.
All right. Well, we're gonna roll for initiative.
All right.
All right. So Ruckus Graul sort of swings the spear around and says, "All right then, come get it." All right. So there's 4 hounds that have come into the clearing. Ruckus Graul has kind of come in from deeper into the woods, and you guys are kind of coming in from over here. So why don't you go ahead and put your minis kind of over here where it says like O.
Matthew.
Remember, use each other as
Matthew.
because it looks a lot better if we hand things instead of throwing them across the table. That looks really
Matthew.
Fair
that
enough.
looks really professional when we go deep on people.
Go along.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, so you guys are at the edge of the clearing. Lucky kind of on the right hand side. Ruckus Graul's hounds kind of bay up as their master sort of whirls his spear around, and you guys get ready to go. So let's
Whereabouts on
roll.
this map is
Super
the,
pumped to fight.
fire cat.
It's irrelevant for purposes of the combat,
Okay.
but
On that X
Yeah.
over there.
yes, we'll say I'm.
No,
Perfect.
I was just making sure.
X marks the cat.
I mean, it is currently trapped in a bear trap. So.
I know, but if they want to murder it, I need
Yeah.
if they decide to go after it.
Or if their
Oh,
intention
sorry.
is more.
I really
towards us
don't
now.
think that's going to
Okay.
be an issue. So,
Well, that's fine. That's all I need to know.
all right, so everybody roll initiative.
Eek.
Oh, right. We put it on the back.
Yes.
You should also write your name on the back too, just so.
Oh, it doesn't have the name on both sides.
Nope, failed
Nope.
on that one. Don't
Damn.
worry.
50%.
Damn.
I know.
How did I not notice that?
I didn't notice it either until I was like thinking about how are we going to physically do this. That can be corrected within a matter of a week.
Correct. All right, so
So how is that system?
I mean, it's
A
much better.
1,000 times better.
Yeah. All right, so Burl, you react first.
Well, no questions about what I have to do here.
Okay.
I'll get that 4th level fireball.
There we go.
All right. Oh man, I wish we had the old Steel Squire
Oh, that'd be a good
templates.
template.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, those would be nice. But
They're
I think
nice.
this is as good a way as any to start off the first combat of the
Oh, it's true.
new adventure.
Right.
It's a little before Fireball.
All right, Burl. Now remember, there's a big tree in front of you, so you need line of effect to wherever you're throwing your fireball.
Sure, I'll move around here to get behind Lucky.
Okay, then you'll have complete line of effect. You're good there. All right, so Burl kind of darts right
I
out.
love his fireballs. They're just out.
Kobe.
I am. That's a 20-foot radius fireball, Matt.
Yeah, 20 foot burst.
All right. Well, in that case, you can hit everybody. So.
Nailed it.
All right. Well, it's going to be a reflex save. Roll 8d6 plus 4 because it's 4th level spell, and blood magic lets me get 1 per damage per level.
So it's 86 plus 8.
8d6 plus 4.
No, plus 8.
Why is there an extra 4?
So you get 1 for dangerous sorcery,
Oh yeah, you're right.
and you get 1 for your blood magic.
Blood magic, yeah.
There you go. So how much damage we got?
All right.
Remember, Matt, we can't hear you when you're not on your mic.
So 4 times 4 is 16, plus 10 is 26, 27, 28, 29, plus 8 is 29, 8 is 37.
Yeah.
Yep.
37.
Okay.
And reflex, I think, is 26.
That's so
No,
sweet.
all right.
I love being able to see the dice now, Matt.
All right. So we got 37 damage.
Matching one.
Fire coming from the fireball. So let me roll for the hounds first. All right. What's your DC, Matt?
26.
All right. Well, they got a plus 14.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
It's their best one by 6. All right, here we go. So I need 12s. Well, I got a nat 1,
Ah.
and then I got a 12, and then I got a 13, so 2 pass. So they're only going to take half the damage. Correct, Matt?
Yep.
Yes. So they're going to take, so it's 37. So I'm just going to say it's 36. So they're going to take 18. And then 2, one got a 3, so that's a 17, which is just a failure. So he's going to take 36, 37. And then 1 rolls in that 1, which is a critical failure. So he takes double damage.
Oh, my God.
So he takes 37 times 2?
54?
No.
No,
37 times
74.
No, 74.
Yeah, 60.
Well, he has 60 hit points, so one of them
Ba-boom.
is evaporated
So,
by the fireball as it erupts and consumes the hounds. And then Ruckus Graul gets to roll his reflex plus 16. And I rolled a 12, so 28. So he's going to take half as well. Bob, why don't you write down 170
Oh boy.
Minus.
Yes, sir.
minus 18.
18. Okay.
And then I automatically get 1 or 2 actions for Lucky.
You get automatic 1 action.
Automatic 1. Okay.
Yeah, because he's a mature animal companion.
I'm going to have him go to Badger Rage.
Okay, Lucky, seeing another animal and seeing his hated foe, the Kreegwood hound, goes into Badger Rage. And that's basically just like regular rage, right?
Yep. 4 additional damage, minus 1 AC, and then he can't concentrate.
Okay, great.
Just gotta wait a minute.
Gotcha. All right, great. All right, so Burl's all done. Azius, you're next.
I'm going to delay until after Gwildor.
All right, you are going to delay, which means Ruckus Graul gets to go next.
I think still before.
Yeah, before the hounds.
Yes. All right. So he is going to. Hey, you killed one of my dogs.
Leave now, and we won't kill the rest.
He kind of
Rages?
he gets really upset, and then he is going to use his impaling thrust.
Yikes.
So 2 actions. Uses a hunting spear. He is going to hurl his hunting spear at Burl. Now, Burl, you get +1 to your AC because of
Do I
Lucky.
get cover behind it?
Yeah, you get lesser cover, so you get +1 to your AC. And he gets a -2 penalty to this attack because of the range. Plus 16, got a 30.
So 22 plus 1, 23, so fail by 7.
So you got hit by the impaling thrust. So first, you're struck by the huge hunting spear, which hurls through the air with monstrous force.
Does it pin me to the ground?
So you take 20 damage.
Oh, ouch.
And then, if successful, you become immobilized and flat-footed.
Oh, Damn.
You're pinned to the ground.
All right.
So the spear crushes into you, pinning you to the ground. You're immobilized, and while you're immobilized by the spear, you are also flat-footed. So that was 2 actions, and then he's going to use 1 action to sick him. Ruckus commands one of his hounds to attack. 1 allied Kreegwood hound within 60 feet can stride up to their speed, and if it ends within melee reach of at least 1 enemy, it can make a melee strike using a reaction. So speed on this bad boy is 40.
Just barely.
The hound is gonna. So he goes, get him! And the hound kind of lumbers through the air, launches into the air, and under the urging of its master, savages into Burl. Now, luckily, the Kreegwood hounds have sneak attack, and you're flat-footed because of the impaling.
So I
thrust.
take that -2 to my AC, or you add it to your attack?
You have -2 penalty to your armor class, but it also means that he's going to do bonus damage because of you being flat-footed.
Yeah.
All right, I got a 28.
Hit by 8.
So Matt, normally you would take D10 plus 7, but instead you're going to take D10 plus D6 plus 7. So you take 21 damage.
Now, can't see exactly from here. Are you within? It looks like you're within 15 feet of me, correct?
Yes.
No, he is not. 2 squares is 15 feet diagonally.
Okay. All right. So never mind.
Oh, yeah.
So, and there's no way to get to you. It's if you go diagonal there, that's
You had to move.
Okay.
all right.
He's in
And
battle.
yeah, and you are attacked, but this was a reaction, so he can't use any of his extra abilities. So he just damages you. All right. So that was Ruckus, and then Escanor.
I'm gonna have to also delay
Okay.
until after.
Okay, Gwildor. Remember, if you're delaying at the end of anyone's turn, you can decide to go.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
All right, let's see. How far away is it from me? I don't think I can get within
25
30 of everything. So for this turn, I am just going to cast first True Strike on myself
Okay,
and bespell my weapon.
okay. And
then
remember, True Strike is going to do what?
it allows me to roll 2d20 and take the higher on my next attack roll.
And I believe you also get to ignore concealment, but not
Yes.
cover. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And then the spell weapon empowers my attack, so I'll add 2d6 to this attack. And then finally, I'm going to use Archer's Aim, which is a new Archer archetype feat I picked up. It takes 2 actions. Allows me to slow down, focus, and take a careful shot. I'm going to make a ranged strike with my bow. I'm going to get a +2 circumstance bonus to the attack roll and ignore the target's concealed condition. If they're hidden, the flat check becomes a 5 instead of an 11. So obviously he is not hidden, but
Nope.
um,
But
do I have...
because of the forested cover here, pretty much
Yeah.
everybody's going to have cover to you.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, so I am going to take the Archer's Aim shot.
Okay.
That's Ruckus.
Okay. No range penalty.
No range penalty.
Right.
All right, so that's going to be a 12 plus my attack, which is 14, so 26.
That is a hit.
Awesome. So we're going to do 4d6 here for damage.
The dice sound cool.
That's
Me
amazing.
too.
11 damage.
All right. Ruckus takes 11.
Okay.
All right.
And that is the end of my turn, as that is all 3 of my...
Azius, Escanor, you want to go? Because the hounds are about to go.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, Azius, go for it.
All right, I am going to, as I was pissed off from seeing this giant.
Sure. Oh, I mean, it's got the giant
He's
type.
subtrait.
He
giant.
has the subtype giant.
And him back mouthing
So
me.
Tim, you did
Oh, actually, I did 4
4 extra
additional
damage.
damage.
You
to
did
him
4
then.
extra damage because your vengeful hatred.
That's right. I hate him very much.
He's
Yes.
your racism has kicked in.
That's
Forgot
right.
how much I hate
Ah,
it.
he is in fact a giant.
And you know, right, just where he's giant enough that you know where to hit him where it
That's right.
hurts.
So
You really pull the trigger on that crossbow
Yeah.
with a lot of anger, and that makes it go harder. Ah!
So mad.
So mad.
obviously, I am
Okay.
the rage engulfs me, and I use sudden charge, which exactly lets me get to him right in front of him.
All right,
Nice.
great. So you rage and then sudden charge. Yep. You crush across the battlefield
Yep.
and engage with the monstrous creature.
Yep.
All right. Great roll.
I know. Sorry, 23.
Miss.
Oh, that was the best I had.
His AC is 24, so you missed. All right.
It's just the ventral does it to the damage.
Just to the damage. All right, Escanor, do you want to go or do you want the hounds to go?
I'll let the hounds go.
Okay.
Stay close to my spellcasters just in case.
the Ruckus kind of like, as he gets charged, he goes, "Come on, boys, protect your master." All right. This wolf is going to come in, and he is flanking. So your AC is down by 2, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
So you're raging,
Yep.
you're clumsy,
Yep.
and you're flanked.
Yep.
So what's your AC? Like 6?
No, it should be 24.
Okay.
Still-
Your base AC is
Burl's
20.
like
Oh, you
still
said I'm
higher than
flanked?
mine.
Yeah,
No,
it's still
you-
22.
22.
You're flat-footed.
Flat foot 22.
Yeah, 22.
Sorry. I'm
Okay.
24 normally.
When raging.
22.
Yeah.
Raging and clumsy.
Yeah. Okay, so 22. So he needs a 10. And I got a 13. So 25 to hit you. And again, this is you're flat-footed, so he's going to do an additional D6 points of damage, D10 plus 7, and you're going to take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
So he used one action to move, one action to gnaw on you, and then when he hits, he can either do knockdown or grab, and he is going to do grab, I think.
Okay. You said 12 damage?
Yeah, 12
Okay,
damage.
so that's my temp.
Okay, and then the creature grabs you, so you are
Okay.
grabbed.
I'm grabbed.
Pull out your grabbed condition card.
Let me just get my grabbed condition card. These great condition cards. From
So that
Paizo.
makes you immobilized and flat-footed,
Oh.
and if you attempt a manipulate action, it's a DC 5 flat check or is lost.
Well, that is less than ideal.
But more importantly, you are now flat-footed to everyone. So the second hound is going to go,
Oh boy.
and it's going to stride once, and it's going to attack you, and you're flat-footed for this attack, even though you're not
Yep.
flanked.
So I also
You're
have
flat-
22.
And I got a 24,
Nice.
and you take 12 points of damage, and then he is going to use his third action to knock you down. And I think you're just knocked down.
Oh, there's not a.
You're prone.
Oh, it's just prone.
So while the one kind of grabs your ankle, the other one grabs it and like tears you to the ground, and now you are prone in front of the creature.
So if I'm grabbed and prone,
Yes.
so I can't move, but I can make
you-
an attempt to be a flat check to get ungrabbed.
You have to, right, you are immobilized, which means you can't stand up.
Correct. So I have to make a check to be.
You have to try to
Ungrab.
break out of the grab using an
Then I can
escape
stand.
action. Then you could stand up.
Okay. Okay.
These monsters brought to you by Derek.
There you go.
Right.
I was like, what are all these? I was like, oh, it's the initiative orders. Yeah, so these are examples of creatures I created for Pathfinder
Love it.
2nd edition.
Very nice.
Very 4th edition expired
Yes.
here. All right, so we got, I was about to say, I'm like, where's my other hound?
They have their own tactics to use.
Oh, yeah, he got blown up by a
Yeah,
fireball.
he exploded.
All
Get
right,
some
well,
more of those fireballs real
all right,
quick.
so, well, Burl is there. He is flat-footed because he got impaled by the spear, so this hound is just going to go to town on you, Matt. So one action to attack, and I only got a 17. I think that misses.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he's going to attack again. 18. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
better when I'm on the ground.
This hound should be shamed.
All right, but he's got 40 foot of movement, so he's going to get called
He's
over.
leaving.
And you follow this hound?
I'm gonna have to. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So
Yeah,
that's
these are flipped. Escanor's behind him.
all right, Escanor. So the hounds start ripping it. So you see Azius kind of gets really mad, and then he charges off, and you see him kind of like,
Where are you going?
and it's like he gets so worked up, and then like the Ruckus, like he
Yeah.
swings his massive maul down, and Ruckus kind of just looks at it and like takes a hop back, and the maul hits into the wet ground, and it's stuck for a minute. And while Azius is trying to pull it apart, you just see him get descended upon by dogs, who just start ripping and tearing at his flesh.
Ouch.
All right, Escanor, what is it going to be? Now, Escanor, you have two options.
Uh-oh.
You can go help the barbarian or abandon all the casters.
I know that's the. Abandoning the casters did not work out well for me in the past.
but you got to judge.
everybody
You
is
got to
all the way
right.
over
You got to
here.
judge each situation by
Correct.
its unique challenges.
So
You have the initiative order as your ally. Look at it. Think about it.
That is very wise advice.
because Ruckus is going to be going up first.
Cue Bob not remembering attack of opportunity.
All right. So what I'm going to.
Oh, you mean the feat that you took?
Yeah.
Also, remember, don't count on the wolves still being there because I suspect this dude can use all three of his actions to command all of them to do shit.
He can.
Mm.
So,
He can.
yeah, that's what I mean. So, yes, that is another reason it's probably a little scary to abandon the casters because on his turn, he could literally send all three wolves at us.
And there's no. I'm trying to see if there's any way that I could be within 15 feet of both of you at the same time.
Conversely, he could also tell them all to attack Azius or Escanor. Yeah,
I
Azius.
assume
No, you're right. First, I'm Azius.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to first of all raise my shield
Okay.
as my first action. I'm going to, like I said, is there a way that I can get within 15 feet of
Isn't-
both of them to move?
Isn't it one more that way?
Yeah, if he moves.
One more
Yeah,
that
one
so
way.
space.
that is, so I'm within 15 feet of all of. I
Yeah,
mean,
of
Lucky's in my
everybody
way,
who
too.
is an Azius, yeah.
Yes. So I will. Whoop, and I
Just a
spin
forward
around.
smash.
Apparently, I'm up.
Step with a flourish.
And then unfortunately, I can't do anything else. That
You're
would
not
be-
actually prone, right, Matt?
He got
I
knocked.
thought it was not.
He's not
No,
down.
I thought he was immobilized and flat-footed.
No, that's Bob from being grabbed.
Yes.
Matt got knocked down by a wolf.
Yeah, he got
No,
knocked
I
down.
got knocked down by the spear.
No, you
No,
did
the
not
spear.
get
The
knocked
spear.
down.
The
No,
spear got
the
knocked
spear
down.
did not knock you down.
What did it do?
It immobilized you?
I thought it was knocked down as well.
I thought the wolf chose to pull him to the ground or something.
No,
No,
I
no,
thought it was
the
just a
wolf
spear.
can only just make a normal attack.
Oh,
No,
okay.
if you were struck, you would become immobilized and flat-footed.
Ah, okay. Not knocked down.
Okay. So he's back.
No, he's got like a spear through his leg into the ground.
Right.
Throw me a spear.
Oh yeah.
All right, Escanor, well, your turn has taken about 5
Yes.
minutes too long.
I can't do anything else at this point.
You can
I'll-
recall knowledge with one
All right.
action. You
I,
only
that's
use-
a great idea. I will
You
do.
buff yourself with focus spells. I know you have several of those. I think.
I do, but they're not going to help us out in this situation because I'm too far out of range for really anything to happen there. That's the killer with.
So what would
my-
you like to
my-
use recall knowledge?
I would
on?
do recall knowledge on well, Ruckus. We know his. I'll do it on Ruckus and trying to see
Great.
how his attacks.
It is society.
9.
Okay, you don't know anything.
No, nothing.
All right, and that's a critical failure. So you can not only do you not know anything, you never will know anything. So you just don't know
rough.
anything straight up. All right, Burl.
Damn.
So
Never seen
does,
anything.
does flat-footed just go away now?
It does not go away.
Until I get rid of the immobilized?
Exactly.
So it says that DC with the effect only in place. So
Exactly. DC 27.
That's a athletics check.
It depends on what you're doing to escape from your situation.
There is a spear through your leg into the ground. What would you like to do?
That's kind of the exact gist of it. So in this particular instance, you're going to have to use what's called the escape action. And in that case, you try to escape from something that's grappling you or immobilizing you or whatever. Typically, you can use like your unarmed attack, but that's probably not that great for you. You can attempt an acrobatics or athletics check instead of using your unarmed attack modifier if you choose. But this still gains the attack trait. So.
How, Azius, how's your hit points looking?
I'm at about a 68.
You can survive a fireball, right?
Now, the only thing is, remember,
Yeah, I can.
All right.
I could probably,
Bur-
unless
Burl,
I critically fail.
Remind me before every
then I'm
combat
in
to
rough.
cast resist energy fire on someone.
That's a good idea.
so so this is a critical important point. Immobilized does not. So when you're grabbed, you have a DC 5 flat check to lose anything with the manipulate
Mhm.
trait. That's most spells. But
Oh.
but Burl is not grabbed. He's immobilized. So being a spear through his leg does not affect his ability to cast spells.
Now, if this would be a reflex save.
Yep.
Do I have any more penalties because I literally can't move?
Yeah. So if you okay. So this is a house rule.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is a house rule that we've never officially enacted, so I don't want to spring it on you now. But per Pathfinder 2, if you are immobilized or paralyzed, if you're immobilized or paralyzed or restrained, which means like tied up, but you're not like literally completely paralyzed. In all three of those situations, immobilized, restrained, paralyzed, you're flat-footed, which means you get a -2 penalty to your armor class, and we kind of forget about this a lot, but you also get a you get -2 penalty to your armor class. But it does not affect your reflex save.
Okay.
Now, I think
Makes
that's
0 sense.
I think that I do think that makes 0 sense, and I understand that why they do that because it would be very powerful. One of the things that we talked about doing, which I'm not going to do now, but maybe in the future we will, is if you are immobilized or restrained or paralyzed, and you get hit by a reflex save that's like an AOE type thing, we'll treat your save as one category worse.
Oh, so you have to critically succeed to succeed?
Yeah, and if you
Ouch.
succeed, it's a fail, and if you fail, it's a critical fail because
if
it's like
that was the case, I would be in rough shape.
right, but
Can we just get the -2?
no, he doesn't get anything because being flat-footed.
fine.
Being flat-footed is only a penalty to your armor class.
And my prone only gives me -2 to my attack rolls.
and prone makes you prone makes you flat-footed.
Yep.
And you give a -2 penalty to your attack rolls.
Yep. So I could dodge.
I mean, to be fair, Bob, it makes kind of some sense, right? Because he's just being held down.
Yeah.
There's wolves over him that are absorbing a lot of
An
the damage.
AoE fireball. I don't
Yeah,
know.
all right. Let's go for it, buddy.
All right, so it's going to be 3d6 plus 6.
Okay. Yep. Let's see that damage, boy.
Oh, I see lots of fives.
That's a really good roll.
Oh, yeah.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 plus 6,
Yep.
29.
We'll just make it 30 because it's an even number.
Okay.
All right. So, Bob, that's 30 damage coming in hot.
All right. And you said 26 is your reflex?
Yeah, 26.
All right. So I need a.
Now, remember, Bob, your clumsy does affect your reflex save.
Oh, that's right.
Did you rage?
Well, he's always clumsy as long as he's wielding his hammer.
Mhm.
Oh.
He's
And-
not. He doesn't get.
And
clumsy, when
clumsy
he gets
gives you a
enlarged.
-1 penalty to all dexterity-based checks and DCs, including armor class, reflex save, range attack rolls, and skill checks.
Yep.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
So you're one lower.
Here we go. So Itai goes to.
The DC is 26.
So
You
I
need
got-
a 26.
I got to roll 14.
I think that's a critical failure.
Critical failure.
That's 60. That's 60.
And what did you say you had before that?
68 stamina.
Wow.
Oh, you're
So-
all right. You're all right.
Oh, yeah. We're not even through your stamina.
No, I have a lot of HP.
Yeah, you're all right.
Barbarian.
He is a
man.
he's a
Trying to make me feel like he's actually. We're worried about him and shit.
I told you I could take it, but
Yeah.
a couple of these, I don't know.
Well, you can take a hit. You didn't
To
say
be
you could
fair-
take a crit.
To be fair, that was a weaker fireball.
It was.
Yeah, yeah.
Third
I was thinking
level.
the 70 something. I'm like, that's gonna be rough.
All right. Well. So, as appropriate to the thing, it turns out that the fireball lands right on Ace.
I was the target.
And yeah, he just gets blown up.
Yeah, I was in the center of them.
All right, so
You
let
knew.
me do my 3 hounds. So there's one that is more damage than the other ones. He's the one that regularly failed.
And that's the one that happens to be closest to me.
Sure.
A little vengeful there, are you?
No, I just wanted
all
him
right.
to die so he can't.
I
get
rolled
it.
an 18, so I got a 32. So he takes 15 damage, and he is still up. I didn't get my
yeah.
magnets. Cut.
Leah Tools. Please sponsor us. We like your magnets and want more.
I wanted to use the bathroom.
Yeah, they've been so
What?
good. No.
No.
No, why do you have to go to the bathroom?
No,
Oh.
found the keys.
Oh, no, those are just my keys. Normally they were on those keychains, and then I took them off to put them on there, and then, of course, immediately lost them.
Threw him out the window instead.
Yeah, okay. All right, so that wolf that's over there by the river,
Nicholas.
yeah, Nick, if you want to put a red on him, because he is very, very, very hurt by the fireball. Now, the other two have a bit more hit points. They have 42 each left, so they're going to make their saves. I got 1 pass, 1 fail. So one takes 30 and goes down to 12, and the other one takes 15 and goes to 27. All right.
Big bad Ruckus.
So I still have one action left.
Ruckus still has
I
to
got to
do a
roll.
save.
I got to roll for the big
Oh,
guy.
he didn't go.
He didn't try to dodge it yet.
All right. And then lastly, as the fireball lands square on Asius, Ruckus turns away and leaps to the side. We got plus 16.
Oh, no.
There you go.
There we go.
26 on the dot.
Oh.
So he takes 15.
Oh man.
Son of a.
All right.
The other one was a 7, just so we're all clear.
Oh man.
If it doesn't land in the tray, it doesn't count.
Oh.
New
How
rule.
convenient.
House rule. All right, Burl, you have 1 action
So
left.
I'm gonna use my action to command Lucky to have him charge into battle.
Great. Okay, so Lucky gets a move, and it turns out he can actually flank. Yep, that's perfect. Yep. So he's actually flanking with Asius.
Nice.
And
even
he
though he's
is-
immobilized.
He is badger raging.
Yes. So he's full of a fury.
So he's gonna come in with the jaws. So plus 14 to hit. Oh, flanking. So plus 2. So plus 16.
No, it goes to the armor class.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, his armor
So
class
plus
is
14.
We
17.
need some good rolls.
His AC is 18. But the good news is, I don't know if you did your stats right, but I printed out Lucky's stats, and I have him as a plus 15 to hit.
Oh,
How much damage do you have him doing? 2d8, 2d8 plus 8?
2d8 plus when he's raging. 2d8 plus 8.
No. He's just 2d8 plus 8 normally.
No.
Yeah. And he should have a plus 15 to hit. Yep. And the other attack should be 2d6 plus 8, the claws. So actually, when raging, he does 2d8 plus 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much
So
better.
so in that case,
Hit.
in that case, it's a hit.
Nice.
By 1 then, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
All right. So 2d8 plus 8 plus 4.
Yeah, so 2d8 plus 12. Yep.
Nice.
Because I never remember if we figured out Lucky's correct stats, so I had printed out what they should be.
We can
We can review it later. Oh,
So 10 and it was plus
Plus 12.
So 22.
22 damage.
Nice.
Oh, is it 27?
That
five
was
left.
that was the one who said 5
Oh,
left.
man.
All right, so all the dogs are critically injured. I'm not
Yep.
going to replace
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
they're all very, very red. So they're all very, very hurt by you guys, which makes sense. 2 fireballs have landed amongst them. But now Big Daddy Ruck is going to go.
Is he scared yet?
No, he's got a lot of hit points left, right, Bob?
Oh, yeah. 112.
Okay.
He's not scared.
All right. He pulls out a hunting spear, and he's going to take 2 actions, Bob. And he's going to.
Is this attack of opportunity time?
Why is that? No.
Okay.
Taking out a weapon is, right? Or is it negated if you're flat?
He's using a manipulate action.
Does your attack of opportunity trigger off manipulate actions?
Yeah, that's the first one.
Oh.
Creature within your reach uses a manipulate action or a move action, makes a ranged attack, or leaves a square during a move action is its using.
Hmm.
Make a melee strike.
All right, well, let's take a look. Got him. Draw an item. 271. All right, here we go.
Survey says.
Why does this book lie to me all the time? It is the worst. I mean, all right, I love Pathfinder 2, but throw away the core rule book and only use online. It is horrible. It says draw an item, which is exactly what I'm trying to look up, and it says, oh, that's great. It's on page 271, and you go to page 271, and it's like carrying and using an item. You can carry them. Yeah, I know that. Why is that even in the index? That's so stupid. Here we go. So it is an interact action. And interact actions, I believe, do have the manipulate trait. So, again, this is
good roll. I'm like -2 on my attack rolls. Just not doing good.
Here we go. Yeah. Interact. You can use your hands to manipulate an object. It has a manipulate tag. So Ruckus pulls out a spear, and as he does so,
Plus 16.
yeah.
Oh! I
36.
think that's a good
Crit.
roll.
Yeah, that is an unexpected critical.
Wow.
All right, so wait. So Azius is being tossed around like a rag doll. Just had a fireball land in his gullet.
Face.
And then as this creature kind of takes his eyes off the game for just 1 minute, as he reaches back for another
All
spear,
it takes.
Azius turns over, surprise, motherfucker, and just mauls this guy straight in the chest.
That's why he got hit with the fireball. He was too busy getting his.
Oh, yeah.
You know what just happened? He just got fucking killed by the mountain in that fight against Oberyn Martell. He just fucking swept the legs out from under him, and he's crushing his skull now with the maul. That's it.
All right, Bob. So what do we got here for damage?
Okay, it's 16 plus 2d12 plus 6. So, oh yeah.
Double.
Yeah, so that's 22.
Right.
So 36.
Doubled.
72.
72.
72 damage. And I also do 10 damage, or I do 2 damage. It was only 2 from my 1d6 to each of the red.
Oh, each of the dogs?
Yep,
But
because they're within 10 feet.
okay, but I think we can be a little bit more descriptive about that. I don't think you just do two damage.
The lightning.
There you go.
As my maul strikes Ruckus, the lightning arcs out sideways, coming out the ends of the maul, both sides, evenly hitting both of the hounds for a whopping 2 damage.
And if I remember correctly, there are also several other things that happen when you crit with them all.
Yeah, he also becomes prone,
Okay.
Yes.
and he's frightened too.
Excellent.
All while Azius is lying down.
I'm like,
That's what you get for trying to take a turn, Ruckus.
All right. Well, he's frightened too and prone, but he has a spear.
Yeah, I guess technically he does take it out.
Let me see this real quick.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to look at cleave,
Um,
but I think I have to kill the.
You have to
the
kill
no,
the-
kill
no,
them to
I
do
have
it?
to kill
no.
the
This is
cleave.
wait. Oh yeah, no.
To cleave, I have to
all right.
Okay,
kill-
so there's a couple things though. That wouldn't matter anyways because cleave takes a reaction and attack of opportunity taking a reaction.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yep.
That's what that.
Okay.
That's what that arrow symbol.
No, I
means.
forgot that he used Yeah. Okay.
That is a reaction.
Right.
No, this is the most important thing. If your attack is a critical hit and the trigger was a manipulate action, you disrupt that action.
Oh, so it doesn't even happen.
So he went to reach for his spear. Turns out he didn't grab it because he got crushed in the
Oh,
chest.
I've never done this. Is the first time using it. This
So-
is fantastic.
So now he is prone, frightened,
And he ain't got no weapon.
and he has no weapon.
What a hot 20.
Wow.
And,
All right,
And there
so-
was 2 actions that he took to get the weapons.
One.
Oh, it was 1. Okay.
So he uses another action and pulls out a spear, and then stands up.
I'll allow it.
Right, and
that's it?
Asius has no more. And then his turn ends, and his frightened condition goes down to
He
frightened.
didn't do anything.
Amazing.
It's a good thing I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, he
took
did. He took 70 damage. What's he at now, Bob?
40.
All right. Well,
Did he lose his grapple on you when you knocked him prone with a crit from your hammer?
He's not the one.
he's not the one
me.
grappling him.
It's
Oh, it's
these
the
two
wolves.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's great that even if obviously you did a lot of damage, which was great, but you also negated his entire turn.
And
much,
he's
yes.
frightened too.
Frightened
now.
one.
Oh, he's
His
frightened one now,
his
yeah,
turn just
sorry.
ended.
Yeah.
Gwildor.
All right. Can someone move? Can I get within 30 feet of Asius?
With what?
With
One
20
action?
foot movement, one action preferably.
I don't.
30 feet?
Yeah.
No, not even close.
All right.
You're at least you're at least 2, but maybe
no,
even 3.
That is what I had assumed.
Yeah,
Um,
dwarves not known for their speed. I
Not
got it.
So
The
much.
fleet feet is a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Just
I
Yeah,
had that
fleet
for a
is
while,
nice.
and then I got rid of it when I got my raging.
Sudden rage.
Yeah,
What's it called?
Demon
Fast
Power.
fast movement.
It's called fast movement. You're
One of
right.
the worst movies
Fleet
I've ever
is
seen in my
definitely
life.
Very nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna take 2 move actions to kind of end up behind Lucky.
Okay.
I think that's gonna give me 40 feet. Yes. Perfect.
Okay.
And then I will make an assisting shot on the flanked hound.
Okay, great.
So if this hits the next ally to make a melee attack against it, we'll get a +1.
Okay.
Oh, if this hits, it's dead.
Yeah, I think so too.
I hope so. 25.
And that is a hit.
To hit. So that is just going to be 2d6 because it's just above. 7 damage.
Dead.
All right. And that is the end of my turn. That's all 3 actions.
Okay, so
All
Gwildor
right.
moves
I'm no
up.
longer
Nice.
grabbed.
Shoots. All right, Asius. That was the one grabbing you,
Mhm.
and since
Oh,
that fact,
me.
Nice shot.
I am still flat-footed,
and Asius.
prone.
You're no longer flat-footed because you're not being prone. Because you're. Oh, prone makes you flat-footed. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
You're no longer immobilized.
I am no
Correct.
longer- yep.
You're mobile.
I still am. I'm still stuck into the ground.
You're
Yes.
still stuck into the
But you're
ground.
looking good.
Well, I'm actually. I'm thinking that you're probably not athletic or acrobatics enough
I
to
do
be
have
able to escape.
athletics, which I get a +9.
It's not
Okay.
too bad.
It's not
terrible.
I'm gonna wait-
horrible.
I'm gonna wait until the fight's
I mean-
over and then have you.
I mean,
roll
but it
and
is.
fill me
It
in.
is. By the
got you.
by the way, though, it is DC 27.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So
Oh,
he
I
needs,
can't roll
acrobatics is
unless I
13
crit.
at least.
he needs an 18.
I
You
feel
need an
like you're
18.
good. Just
Oh, yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
You
I'm
need
fine
you
for
need
now.
someone else in the party to come over and go.
Yeah.
Pull that out.
Guess what? I'm not very strong, so it ain't me.
Give me a minute.
I'll
Do you have
be
a
right
good,
there.
Do you have acrobatics?
Yeah, I have a 13 acrobatics.
So there you go. So you need a 14, but still okay.
You do a cartwheel.
Asius, it's your turn though.
Oh, Gwildor did to go. Well, step 1 is standing up.
Yep.
That's
All
right.
right.
All right. Well, tit for tat, my
Yeah.
friend.
Oh no.
Saw that coming.
All right. So you make a move action. Well, so
Do
you,
the dogs get an
no,
attack? Or
he
they
get
just
the Ruckus gets an attack, and he does have his spear now. So it's just a normal.
Yeah, he does,
it's just a
yeah.
normal hunting spear attack. Your AC is down by 2 because you are flat-footed still for this attack.
Yep.
So plus 18, 36.
Oh, that's critical.
Oh, God.
Don't tell me he's
Oh,
gonna get stuck
shit.
to the ground now as he tries to
Hinged
get
above
up.
ground. Yeah, that'd be great.
No, that's a special action. He can't just do that. whenever he
Oh,
wants.
okay.
This is rough.
All right, 2d10
Oh.
plus 11, double.
Jeez.
I rolled a 1 and a 10. So that's 22 damage. That's 44 damage.
Oh, well, that's still a lot.
And
Dip it into hit points now.
well, now here's the good news though. The attack of opportunity only disrupts manipulate actions.
So he still gets a stand
So he still gets to stand up.
He just takes. The,
Something like the monk who had the stand, like Danny had the stand still feat.
Right.
That disrupts a move
I actually did 8
action.
more damage to him for my vengeful hatred.
It's too late now.
He's at exactly 40 hit points still.
Yeah.
Don't forget. All right.
you forgot that
tough.
you hate
You know, if we ever go live, if we ever get to the point where we're doing Twitch or something,
Call
Um,
us out.
yeah, just call Bob out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just call Bob out.
Just
Yeah,
follow
you're right.
my
Don't call me
actions
out.
and
Call Bob.
correct me.
And
We're-
specifically, preferably before we go on to the next player. So we're still counting.
Yes.
Yeah, I should put a little
No, no.
parentheses
You-
on my
yeah,
chat.
yeah,
Don't wait 2
you-
sessions and then say,
you can-
well, you're probably all dead because Bob should have missed that attack.
Yeah.
You could totally take the extra 8 points damage.
No, I mean, if
I'll
we
leave it.
accidentally buff it and we should have missed, don't bring that up.
All right, Asius. Well, you're struck painfully as you get to your feet, but you get to your feet, so you're up.
No other craziness?
No.
Okay, I just didn't know. Like, and I'm back prone.
No. He doesn't have any cool riders on his crit like you do.
Okay. Well, we're just gonna go swinging then.
All right.
I'm still pissed off at this guy. And
Yep.
A little too pissed.
A little too pissed.
You just can't think.
swinging wildly.
You got one action left.
I'm gonna go for it again because this is still 13. So-
Okay. Well, he's down by 1 because he is frightened 1.
Mhm.
So AC's 23 then.
Oh my God!
This game is easy if you just roll 20s all the time.
This game is easy.
yeah. What's so hard?
Well,
Oh my
I-
God,
I mean-
mechanics, shamanics.
I mean,
just
if he-
crit the guy.
I don't know how I'm not gonna kill him here.
if you roll well on the D6, I think you'll kill all the hounds too.
But, well, and cleave does come into effect here.
If you kill him,
Yeah.
yeah.
If
kill
you
him.
kill him.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
A decent 15, 8, 19 plus 16 here is
33,
30,
35.
35,
Five.
19 plus 6.
So 70.
so 70. So he dies,
Yeah.
and then
You do 4 damage.
4 damage, and that goes to each of the
Yeah, and they're dead.
and they're dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Aw,
And you cleave into the tree.
Well done, Easiest.
I'm just swinging.
Yeah, just swinging wildly and madly.
I mean, his eyes are like just covered in his own blood at this point.
Oh, that's right. But that was also
I would say, did you add the eventual?
eventual hatred. Does that come in before the double too? Right?
Yeah, it's part of your damage.
Yep.
Yep.
So
He's
So
even
78.
Yeah.
78. All right. Well,
NBD.
Well then.
turns out.
But I'm in rough shape, guys. Like I'm not doing too
I will
good.
come over. And
Yeah, but
lay
wasn't
on
most
hands.
of that resolve?
I'm at 22 HP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can apply some medicine to
that
you.
crit one. It did pretty good
Wait,
against me.
don't you have your own healing?
The most damage I took, fireball.
That's right. Crit fireball that got all of your stamina.
All right. Well, Ruckus, Graul, and the hounds are dead. And he lays. He thought about maybe fleeing, but then he got messed up and took his whole turn just to stand up, and then he got crit again. So,
I warned him. I told him to
Seems
get
about
out of
right.
here.
all right.
Shouldn't
So
have did it.
I know. So, a couple of housekeeping procedures. You guys are kind of beat up. So, and Burl,
I'm currently pinned to the ground.
Burl, you're still pinned to the ground. So,
So I assume you're gonna go over and
I'll
help
say I'll
him.
go.
Yeah.
So I'm right there.
Yeah,
I'll
if you can
go
help
and
me
I
pull
will.
it out.
yeah. It's, a couple moments is easy enough.
You're
to
gonna
get him
come
up.
over and heal me.
So you are free.
Yeah, I'll
Medicine.
apply some medicine to you. I can make a what's my medicine? It's only trained, so I can make a DC 15 medicine check.
Do you have a healing kit?
I do.
Okay.
So
So
do
if
that
not, I'll
for you.
grab one of my potions. But
That's a 17, so
All
I pass.
Yeah.
oh wow,
So it's a
Or
two.
no, it's exactly a 15. Sorry.
so it's two. So it's 2d8.
Yep, and that's it.
Oh, in
Sorry,
the
in the
dice. There you go.
oh nice.
11.
All right. So
Okay.
Bobby get 11 hit points back.
All right.
Azius gets 11 hit points back.
Go up to 33.
Now remember, you can spend a resolve to
I'm spending resolve.
to get back
Yeah.
all of your stamina.
Yep. I'm gonna spend it.
Does anyone else require hit point healing? I can do
Thankfully,
that as
no.
well.
I just took.
Well, does that take an hour or 10 minutes?
Stamina.
An hour for me, I guess. So do we actually have an hour? That's
Well, no. Applying
I
the
think
No,
okay,
10
let me
minutes
rephrase
the
that.
first one.
Applying the medicine takes 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's just you can only do it to him again after an hour.
Right, but I
Yeah.
would be doing it to a different person.
Right. So, but that would take 20 minutes.
Right. So
Okay. So,
I'm gonna take a potion though.
um,
Elixir of life.
yes.
Level 2.
All right.
Potion of
Potion.
elixir of
Potion of elixir.
potion of elixir.
Is what Bob always
Good
calls
old
it. Potion of elixir. All right. Well, while Azius tends to his wounds, what do the rest of you guys want to do? So now that the fight is over, the hounds are dead. The ogrekin lays dead at your feet. The cat.
Yeah, Burl's gonna head
oh
over
my
to the
God.
cat and try to free him and stuff.
what a heal.
I was to say that's a lot of healing going on right there.
Wow.
I'm just hot today. I'm just hot.
The cat
Easiest carrying the party.
clearly in distress and hurt, but the cat tries to stay calm and just softly is trying to basically be like, I don't want to freak you out, but can you let me out of this trap?
Yeah. And so Burl will. I don't know if it's a nature or if it's
What are you trying to do?
free him from the.
I mean, that's probably just an athletics action to try to break the trap open, or probably
I say I'll use my sword.
yeah,
and
I
just
tell him to
kinda-
hold tight, buddy. You're gonna be fine.
All right, so
Get
Yeah,
someone
go
else
ahead.
in here.
talking.
go ahead and
to
make an athletics check.
25.
Yeah, all right. So Escanor is able to pry the jaw apart, and then the large cat extricates its paw quickly, and you can see that the paw is crushed and crumpled, but the creature is, still up, but is obviously limping and starts immediately licking the wound.
Can I do a nature check to help? Medicine check.
No, medicine would be what you would need, but it's a cat, so it's a little bit difficult because you're not
Yeah.
just
Veterinarian check.
I'm also no good at it, so.
But
I just cheer
despite
him
the
on.
cat's obvious distress, it immediately starts like nudging you and sort of trying to be like,
Showing us where your master is.
I take it as a second companion. Timmy's in the well?
the cat kind of pads over to the dead ogrekin and sort of like nudges it and then sort of like turns to the north and west.
So it lives to the northwest.
It's like pointing in that direction. And it kind of like looks back at you like, "Ah," and it's like jumping around, limping
You gonna
a
come
little
with
bit.
us?
I think it wants it to follow us. Or us to follow
And it
it.
like,
Alright.
it like goes ahead 20 feet, comes back 10, goes ahead 30 feet, comes back 15.
Can you try and calm it down so I can like bandage its leg or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, go,
Nature. I
yeah,
think,
make a nature check, to try to animal empathize with it.
26.
Yeah, all right. Burl issues soothing Beastmaster
Chill
words.
out, man.
And the cat is calm for a few moments, allowing Gwildor some time to examine the wound.
So yeah, so I'll just try to like wrap it up with a bandage,
Yeah.
splint it, whatever.
Yeah, make a treat wounds check. That's fine.
That is a 23.
All right, great. So almost a critical, but not quite.
Right.
So just 2d8.
And we've got 9 hit points.
All right. Well, obviously the cat is still pretty messed up, but
I was more interested in the thematic of
yeah, of
helping
course.
it walk.
Yeah, of course, yes. So the cat does seem to be doing better, and now starts to sort of move around, and with the wound treated and splinted, it's still hobbling, but it
Well,
can.
we've come this far, guys. We might as well follow this little
Yeah.
shit.
And
Before
obviously,
we do that-
any natural cat would have just booked off into the
Yeah.
wood. The fact that this thing is like knows like
Communicating with us,
Yeah,
telling us where its master is.
it's like come on, heal me, bitch. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
like
But before we follow him, I'm going to check Ruckus's pockets. Stuff.
Well
all
done.
right, all right.
And
Well,
I check the innards of the hounds.
what are you
doing,
splitting?
Where do you find 15 gold?
Yeah, haven't you ever seen these hounds eat loot before? I mean, come on. Gotta go old school, baby.
Gwildor begins gutting dogs
Oh,
in a very unsavory
I've got
manner.
the dog slicer.
I was
Here you
gonna
go.
ask
yeah,
for
give me
that.
the dog slicer. Thank
All right.
you.
So, Ruckus carries a bandolier of hunting spears,
I can't
several.
pick them up.
and amongst his meager possessions, it looks like he has a few pieces of dried meat of various unsavory sorts. And it appears, tucked into the waistband, he has some sort of binky, or not binky, like blankie.
Oh,
Like it looks like a child's blanket that may have once covered like a baby, but now he's like a 7 foot tall dude. It's ratty, it's flea infested,
Oh.
and it's like covered in like strange patches which have been sewn into it. Some of which look less than savory, but you notice 3 of the patches look like they're relatively new, and they are the shape of a black arrowhead.
Oh, he's been killing the dudes with cloaks
Uh-oh.
that we're looking for.
Yep.
So some of them have been killed by this guy. Maybe not all of them, but
well, that makes me feel a little better.
And there's at least 3 of them sewn into this little rat-infested favorite blanket of Ruckus.
Let's follow the cat.
And most people keep the teeth of the enemies
Yeah.
sewing.
Well, it's like their insignia.
It's his
Yeah.
hobby.
It's his hobby.
It's very impressive with
Got
the one
another
hand
one.
that's how he
day.
makes money. He sells them at market,
Yeah.
so he can afford his food.
It's very impressive with the one hand too. That is
Yeah.
just like a finger.
Yeah, his one finger.
Flash
And
He's
forward
got,
to a
he
week
has
from
a
now.
really big thimble. And he
Well,
just,
oh, yeah, fair
That's
enough.
clearly why he's captured this cat's master, because he needs someone to do the sewing for him.
There we go.
right.
Well,
Fast forward to a week, and they're at the farmer's market, and they're like, "Where's Ruckus? He was gonna
Mhm.
bring all the Neil
Oh.
points. Where is he?"
Oh,
Yeah, and like they're like,
Turns out we've just killed a folk hero.
yeah, he just he's a hunter, he's a trapper, he's a
Yeah.
keep. He's
Oh,
one of the keeper.
Oh, we got the keeper.
Yes.
It all makes sense.
oh, that's fantastic.
All right.
All right, well, I guess we'll start following this cat.
Ruckus Graul is slain along with his Kreegwood hounds, but the strange, magical, large fire pelt cougar, obviously some sort of druid or ranger animal companion, continues to urge you on to the north and to the west, towards Fort Rannick, but also deeper into the Kreegwood. And from local legend, you also know is the abode of the Grauls, the misshapen, inbred half-ogrekin who dwell in the heart of the Kreegwood. But with the finding of the insignia of 3 members of the Black Arrow on Ruckus's favorite little blanket, you know that at least some of these ogrekin have come into contact with the Black Arrows, and possibly have even been part of the reason why they're missing. It seems that your paths are destined to cross with the Grauls, which is where we'll pick it up next week as the party heads into the Kreegwood to investigate the Grauls' homestead and all of the strange ogre hillbilly horror that awaits them there. It's going to be great. All right.
I'm glad to fight again. That was fun.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
know,
good.
It was good to roll some dice.
barbarians, tend
yeah.
to explode. I mean, double 20.
Yeah.
Rolled hot tonight.
You didn't even need to use hero points. It was
No.
It was kind of gross.
All natural.
And I think too, you saw some of the sort of the challenge there, where it's like, as a paladin, it's like it's tough to.
I'm
What do you
out.
do? What do you do?
Yeah, it's like I'm so far from
You-
everything.
positioning for you is so important.
Absolutely, and it's like as soon
And-
as I was more than 15 feet away
and-
from everybody, I'm
Right.
almost useless.
And your speed is something to be desired as well, right? What's your speed? 20?
25.
25 is not bad.
It's not terrible, but it's definitely not enough to.
Do you have fleet?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. So,
but I have full plate.
oh, you have full plate.
So it was to basically offset
Yeah,
the full plate.
it's tough. It is tough. You know.
Admittedly, Burl, like in this case, Burl ran into it because he was excited.
No,
He
I mean that's
wanted
where.
to save it.
Right, this isn't a tactical minis game. We're not playing War Machine
Yeah.
or Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, right? You're not just making the most tactical choice. You're making the choice that your character would make. That's what, by the way, that's what role playing is. So I think it's great. But again, I think the challenges that your character faces are tough because when you're in a good position, hey, you take 20. Nope, you took 6.
Yeah, that's huge.
Hey, you took 21. Hey, look, you took 4.
Right.
Like.
And maybe we can think better, think more cleverly about where our starting positions are when we start up with this.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, if you can be within 15 of Escanor, you're.
And that's why I was like, all right, where am I at? Can I get to as many people as possible to
Right.
be within 15 feet? Because
Now-
then the possibilities are
And well, and even better, right? You have the feat that allows you to use a shield block
correct.
for one of your allies, correct?
Correct.
Is
And
that
you-
within 15 feet
No,
as well,
that's-
or is that
That,
adjacent?
That's
that has
just
to be right
adjacent.
next to me.
But
But,
the
I
but-
do have range retribution
Right.
to also block. Maybe not with my shield.
With-
Sorry, retributive strike is
Right.
within that.
yeah, that's with your paladinic aura.
Correct.
But I was gonna say your shield block. Number 1, it blocks for more damage. It absorbs more damage. And number 2, you have a feat that gives you an extra shield block, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and a takeaway for me is perhaps I should do things more like delay until.
yeah,
after
you
go.
were feeling
So
yourself.
my thought
And
was
then-
always trying to delay as far back as possible because anytime that you guys can do something to him, I can.
Initiative, where you go first, so you can go
Yeah.
last. I love it.
I'm like the only one who always wants to go first.
Oh, casters want to go first.
Yes.
Melee characters want to go last because here's why. Casters want to go first because that way, if there's like an AoE or there's something like that,
Debuff.
They're all
or
grouped
or
together.
or a debuff,
That's what I'm
you
looking
get it
for.
onto the enemy beforehand.
Mhm.
Melee
Not your own. Player.
melee characters want to go last because again, it's not likely that you're going to kill them in one round anyways. So even if you go before the enemy, you're probably not going to kill them. But melee characters want to go later for 2 reasons. 1, it allows their spellcasters to soften them up with debuffs and the like. And 2, if the enemy has to spend actions moving towards you,
You've wasted.
then
it, yeah.
you don't have to spend actions moving towards them, and
That's
you can use
wasted.
It's a 2-action swing.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and you can use different actions that allow you to either attack more or use like a 2-action attack that does an extra effect. So it's kind of a weird paradigm for sure.
Yeah.
But casters definitely do want to go first,
Oh yeah.
even if it's just to move out of the way.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean,
Or get
movement
close
is
enough
huge.
to cast this.
Yeah. While the dwarf goes and finds a tree, we're gonna wrap.
That's right.
We're gonna wrap.
He just cast improved invisibility on himself, so he can really go to town.
So does that count as an attack?
Yeah.
All right.
Make
Well,
an attack roll against the tree.
good luck in the contest. Remember, just let us know what your favorite beverage of choice is. Like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers, guys. That'll be a really big milestone for us, and we'd really appreciate it. And, we know there's some really cool and exciting Pathfinder 2 actual plays out there on YouTube. If you like those, let us know what we could do to make this channel better for you. We're only recording this so that we can share it with other people. So anything that you can do to help us out, I know I'd appreciate it because we want to make this fun. Would it be better on Twitch live where you guys can chat with us? Did you like the premiere? If you did watch it there the other day, do you like more of the stats, or would you like to see us focus more on the story. Anything that you can help us out with would be awesome, because we're a small channel and you're an important part of that channel. And, quite frankly, we'd like to see the channel grow. I think it'll make everyone feel a lot happier. And I know that we really appreciate it. So for you guys who are here with us at the beginning, you guys are in on the ground floor, we'll get a Discord set up and you guys can let us know all the mistakes that we're making and how to actually run our channel correctly. So it's pretty good.
And we'd appreciate the advice. That's not sarcastic at
No,
all.
no,
Absolutely.
It's not.
Like,
We're
please
always-
help us.
Yeah, please.
Always looking to
Please.
improve.
Support us and help us.
Yeah, support and help. We need it. But no, we're having a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys are appreciating all the hard work we're putting in. So, for Bob, Nick, Tim, and Matt, my name is Derek Melinda, and I am the Game Master of the Knights of Last Call. We'll see you next time.